Assalamualaikum, hello and welcome back everybody to the second day of our extravagant event. It's really amazing to see everyone here and thank you for joining us once again. Back with you again today, I'm Tony.
And I'm Mira. We'll be your host for tonight's Digital Puppetry Event. It's so exciting to be here right now hosting alongside my good friend Tony. Last night, I was in complete awe at seeing all of those wonderful stories being told.
Indeed, Mira Mirza, all the teams definitely did a brilliant job. And personally, I love the tale of the arrogant Saudagar. And I actually had a nightmare waking up as a werewolf. Well, that's pretty scary. Well, Mira, which story was your favorite one?
Well, if you had to ask me, I'd be biased and choose Thursdays to New Beginnings. But in all honesty, there were too many talented groups last night, it's hard to pick favorites.
I agree with you, I hear you. Each story was unique and held their own special elements, you know? Well, we want to know what you as an audience think as well. What are your favorites, you know? So we'll be posting a link for the audience to vote for their favorite play. And you can click the link on the comment section at our YouTube channel. Alright? Don't forget to vote. Okay? Alright, Mira. Now, we will start the night with the first story from Tony and Co-Production. I wonder who is this Tony guy, huh?
Ish, Tony ni kan.
Alright, well, let's not waste time. Well, this story from Tony and Co-Production entitled Behind Closed Doors is about Haji Karim, a person who is trusted in Kampung Selamat because he is a religious figure, someone who is pious, right? But then because of something that he did, Kampung Selamat, the whole people in Kampung Selamat lost their respect for him. So what did he do? To know more, we should stick around and watch our very first show of the night. Without further ado, let's roll the clip. In a small village called Kampung Selamat, there was once a religious man named Haji Karim Salman. He is a preacher who is a very influential Islamic figure in Kampung Selamat. He is respected and highly revered by the villagers for his knowledge and piousness. He is always spreading good words and advice by giving talks regularly at the mosque. Men who have admirable qualities are those who are kind to their wives. So we as husbands need to treat our wives nicely, carry out our responsibilities well, and also make their lives full of happiness. Why is there no food? Do I need to tell you that I'm hungry first for you to prepare me my breakfast? This is literally your job as a housewife. Stop lazing around. It's not like you have any other things to do at home.
I'm sorry. I was not feeling well this morning, so I took a nap and I kind of lost track of time.
Excuses. It won't make my stomach full, you know that, right? You're just so annoying. And now my mood is ruined, right? Karim is walking around the school and he bumps into his students. All the students greet him, but he only looks up at Suraya. Assalamualaikum, Suraya. Um, can I talk with you for a while?
Waalaikumsalam, Ustaz. Sorry, I'm in a rush.
Allah, don't be shy. Don't avoid me. Just for 1 minute. I love to talk with you, Suraya.
Ustaz, please let me go.
Suraya walked down the corridor with an anxious feeling. She felt really scared with the previous incident. She cannot control her facial expression until her classmates noticed it.
No worries. I'm okay.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Aidia Daha. I'm the new teacher who will teach at the madrasah. I'm from Yan Kedah. Nice to meet you.
I heard about you. You are the new teacher, right? Who was appointed to teach at our school?
Yes, that's me. Please guide me so that I can be a good teacher for the students, inshallah.
I just met a newcomer. He's an ustaz. Still quite young too. And apparently he's gonna be teaching at our madrasah.
Eh? Really? Where did he come from? It's good that we have more help from the youngsters with the village works now. Is he married? I can help his wife to familiarize herself with the wives here then.
Can you shut up? I let you talk and you started talking this much? Go back to the kitchen and prepare my food now. Now, I said now.
Yes.
Haji Karim talks to Ustaz Aidil Adha about how long he has been teaching at the madrasah and that everyone adores and respects him. Aidil Adha, I have been waiting for this moment to finally speak to you in person because I have been so busy and didn't get the chance to have a chit chat with you.
Yes, Haji Karim. I have also been waiting to talk to you. I see that you're really good with everyone in the madrasah.
Of course, I have been teaching in this madrasah for 10 years. If you don't believe me, ask anyone. Who doesn't know Haji Karim?
Well, I think there's no need for me to ask because I can clearly see it from your good relationship with the teachers and students. Oh, yeah. The other day I saw you talking to a girl. Suraya, is it her name? I can't remember. She seems so friendly with you.
It's normal, Ustaz Aidil. I am friendly with all my students. That's why he respected me so well. That's all. Alright? Haji Karim wonders about Ustaz Aidil Adha's question about Suraya the other day and starts to think that maybe Ustaz Aidil Adha likes Suraya as well. And he has to do something to make sure that nobody steals Suraya from him. The next day, Haji Karim goes to the madrasah and finds Suraya to ask her to marry him. Suraya, I want you to be my lawful wedded wife. This is not a question for you to answer. This is an instruction for you to follow.
No, I will not marry you. Ustaz Karim, you're crossing the line.
Hey, have you forgotten what I have done for your family? I am the only one who helped you to enter the school because you came from a poor family and your dad is sick. Do you think I did all that for free? Haji Karim insists Suraya to marry him and starts to get physical. Suraya rejects his proposal and tries to run away from the scene. Ustaz Aidil Adha enters the scene to save Suraya from Haji Karim.
No, Ustaz, I'll never marry you, even though you have helped my family, and this is not something that I expected for you to do. Please remember that I'm your student.
Haji Karim, stop what you are doing there. Let her go.
Aidil Adha.
Suraya, I'm asking you to go back to your class now.
Yes, alright, Ustaz Aidil.
Hey, Aidil Adha. Don't try to be a hero, okay? I know you have feelings for her too, right? And one more thing, can you stop minding other people's business? You are new in school, and I can easily kick you out from here.
Haji Karim, what you did just now is very wrong, and I don't like her. She's just one of my students, and she's only 17. Are you out of your mind?
What is wrong with that? Huh? I am capable of having many wives. And you don't know anything about me.
Suraya, are you okay?
Yes, Ustaz, I'm fine.
Suraya, I'm really sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable, but I need you to tell me about what happened earlier this day. I don't know the exact story, but I can tell that it's been going on for quite some time already.
Suraya stays quiet as she really isn't sure if she should say anything about it. Aidil Adha seems to notice what Suraya is thinking.
Suraya, I really want to help you. You can trust me. Let me help you figure this out. But in order to fix this, I would need to know the whole story first. May I help you with this?
Suraya looks like she's thinking and contemplating for a while. After a while, Suraya subtly nods her head, but still enough for Aidil Adha to catch the action. Suraya takes a deep breath.
Actually, it started around last year.
Aidil Adha and Suraya go to Suraya's house to explain to her parents regarding the issues with Haji Karim. Suraya tells them everything, but her parents doubted her and her stories. What are you talking about, Su? Don't you ever make up stories about Haji Karim. He is a good person. I don't think he will do such disgusting things.
No, I'm not lying. Please, trust me this time.
Suraya cries and Ustaz Aidil Adha slowly tells them about the incident he has witnessed before. Astaghfirullahalazim. I never thought that Ustaz Karim would behave that way. I have placed all my trust in him all this while. They gather in front of Haji Karim's house to know the truth. Suraya's father, Pakti, is out of control and he starts to shout at Karim. What have you done to my daughter? Huh? I can't believe you are willing to do that. You are the one who we look up to. Instead, you ruin our trust. Karim denied the accusation. They started to show the evidence of the incident. What are you talking about, Pati? I don't understand. I didn't do anything. I'm talking about this. Haji Karim is in shock. He couldn't say a word and he felt so ashamed to defend himself. Lisa is also in shock and devastated that her husband is willing to do so while she is pregnant.
How could you do this to me? I am still your wife, and I'm carrying our baby.
Keep calm, everyone. Things won't be settled if we continue being like this. Let us sit down and discuss it professionally. If not, we couldn't get the final word.
The discussion continued under Adil Adhar's lead. Meanwhile, the news spread in the blink of an eye. The villagers started talking regarding the matter. They moved out from Kampung Slamat to another place as Haji Karim was isolated and ignored by the villagers. He lost his credibility as a religious figure. The school's management has taken action on him. Apart from that, Karim's relationship with his wife Lisa fell apart. Meanwhile, Suraya can finally live her life as a student normally and comfortably without any problem or trouble. Suraya is now back to being her old self, bright and cheerful. Ustaz Adil Adha received recognition from the community for his effort and great attitude in helping his students. Despite all of the praises and recognition, he is still humble and down to earth.
Wow, that's an incredible story. You know the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. We tend to interpret it in a way that someone looks bad is actually good. But we forget that it can be the other way around as well. As pious as Haji Karim was, that one was a really twisted ending. Moving on to our next story, Tony, do you remember what your experience in high school was like?
Well, my life in high school was pretty good, you know. Well, yeah, I remember this one friend of mine who outshined me in most aspects, in studies, in sports, and of course, it makes me feel, jealous a little bit sometimes. But yeah, overall, it was a good time in my high school days. Yeah. Well, why did you ask?
Well, because in our next story, by Mangak Laude Productions, Kuke can probably relate to your jealousy because he's trying to get Rahman, who is the person that's better than everyone else. Will this rivalry bring Rahman down, or will it nurture a seed of friendship? Let's find out. This is Digar Hayu. Enjoy.
Let's go.
Friendship can come from various occasions, and sometimes also come from an unpleasant one. This story will tell you how jealousy transforms into a strong friendship.
Stand up, class. Good morning, teacher.
This is Rahman, a Malay boy who is the talk of the town in his class. Apart from being a good class monitor, there is another interesting thing about this boy that makes him people's favorite.
Good morning, class. You may sit, and I hope all of you are feeling good because today I have an important announcement to make. The mid-year examination result and class ranking have been released today.
Everyone feels excited and nervous at the same time since every test result in the world will make people go that way.
Feeling nervous? I am sure all of you are. Without further ado, I will announce the best student for this class. Everyone, give a round of applause to Rahman bin Zaid.
Thank you, teacher and everyone.
Nevertheless, everyone did a great job. Congratulations to all of you. I hope that all of you can do even a better job in the next examination.
After class, everyone gathers around Rahman, congratulates him, and asks for tips to be successful like him, except one boy who is just sitting at his desk.
He thinks he's so smart, huh? You did not deserve that result and recognition, imbecile.
And this is Cool K, a top-notch student too, but not at the same level as Rahman. Cool K is the richest and most famous student in their school, and he always wants to be number one in everything. But unlike Rahman, Cool K always gets second place in his class, and because of this, Cool K hates Rahman and he wants to see Rahman fail and be the number one in his class. Cool K then left class in anger and he went to loiter with his basketball clique.
Why must it be him and not me? God.
Whoa, chill, man. What's wrong? Did someone mess with you or what?
Yeah, boy, chill. I want to eat here, huh?
Nah, man. This one guy in my class who bragged about getting high marks in exams. Like what? He thinks he's a damn genius, huh?
Is that so? Man, just tarnish his reputation by slandering him or maybe telling everyone that he cheated in the exam.
Oh, good idea, man. I will consider that.
Seriously, guys? Come on. Couldn't start to plan his evil plan to tarnish Rahman's reputations in class by slandering him for stealing his classmates' item. During assembly time, Ku secretly sneaked out from the assembly and went into his classroom. He checked under all the tables to look for his classmates' belongings to put into Rahman's bag. He then found Zahir's wallet and he hid it in Rahman's table. He left immediately. Zahir didn't notice his wallet is missing yet until it is recess time. The bell rings and it is time for recess. The teacher leaves the class, but then Zahir begins to panic.
Guys, do you find my wallet? I cannot find my wallet anywhere.
Really? Maybe you left it at home.
No, I didn't. I put it under my desk this morning.
Oh no. Okay guys, let's help Sire to find his wallet. Check under your desks, your bags and everything.
Every student starts to search for Zahir's wallet everywhere in the class until...
Zahir? Is this your wallet?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. Where did you find it?
Under Rahman's desk. Between his books.
As soon as Rahman heard that, He is shocked and speechless.
Rahman, do you try to steal my wallet?
Huh? No, I didn't.
Then, how was my wallet under your desk?
I don't know.
Rahman, if you need money, you could just ask for me some, not steal from me.
Zahir, I swear, I didn't try to steal your money. I didn't even know how in the world your wallet ended up under my desk.
Rahman, enough. I will not tell the teacher about this, but please don't do this anymore.
Believe me, I didn't even do it.
Whatever floats your boat, Rahman.
After a bewildered silence, everyone leaves for recess except Rahman, who just stood still and still could not believe what just happened. That incident makes his classmates lose their respect towards him.
Serve you right. You are no longer everyone's favorite.
Cool K is happy about what has happened to Rahman, but little did he know karma does exist. While walking home after school, something unpleasant is about to happen to him. Rahman didn't straight away go home right after school because he helps his father at his father's cafe. Rahman always uses the alleyway because it is much more accessible and there is less traffic, and he always enters his father's cafe via a back door.
What a day. Gosh.
When he is 2 blocks away from his father's cafe, he heard someone scream for help, and that voice was somewhat familiar to Rahman.
Someone help me, please!
Wait. What was that? Hold on.
Let me go, you babu!
Hey, could you please shut up, boy? Do you want me to slap you in the face? Hey, if I slap you, later on I will slap you hardly until you hit the ground. Do you want me to do that?
Someone help me, please!
After seeing Ku in trouble, Rahman immediately starts looking for a thing that can be used as a weapon to save QK.
Oh my god. What should I do?
His eyes then focus on the steel rod that is just laid behind him. He grabs his necktie and wraps it to the steel rod and uses it as a weapon.
Gotcha. This will do. Help! Someone wants to kidnap a kid here. Let him go.
Hey, something is happening. Let's get out of here. Let's abort this. Let's go. Faster. I don't want anything to happen to us.
Damn, help!
Oh shit! Let's go. The kidnappers immediately abandon the scene because there is too much tension.
Cool. Are you okay, man? Are you hurt? Who are those guys?
Oh my god, Rahman. Oh my god.
Take a breath first. Your adrenaline is rushing.
I really don't know, Rahman. Those guys just jumped on me while I was walking and tried to force me to get into the van.
They probably attempted to kidnap you. Can you get up? Are you hurt?
Yes, I can. And no, I'm not hurt. I'm just truly shocked by what just happened.
Alright. Now, can you walk? My father's store is just 2 blocks away. We can go there and call the police to report this.
Whew. Yeah, sure, man. We could do that.
Great. Let's go. Let me help you stand up.
Thank you for helping me. Without you, I would probably be dead by just now.
No sweat, man.
They both went to Rahman's father's cafe to seek help and to call the police to report what just happened and to make sure Kuke is safe. While waiting for the police and Ku's parents to come to the cafe, Ku wants to confess his mistake.
Rahman, I have something to tell you. I wanted to thank you for saving me.
No worries. That is what friends should do.
I also want to apologize. Actually, I was the one who put Cyrus' wallet under your desk.
But why did you do that to me?
I mean, you're smart and famous in class. Everyone likes you. I was so jealous of that. I want all that too. Please forgive me. I didn't even know what I was doing.
Kuke, I'm not even mad at you. It's okay. Things happen. If you are really sorry, then I forgive you.
Really? Thank you, Rahman. Thank you so much for saving me and forgiving me. Thank you. Thank you.
Kuke finally learns his lesson and Rahman gains his respect back. Starting from that day, they become close friends and have a lot of good times together. This is how jealousy can turn into a strong friendship.
Wow, it was really good by Mangak Laude Production. So hard to pronounce it, but well, the story takes me back to my glory days, back in high school. Well, I had a couple of fights too back then,
Really, Tony?
Yes, Mira, of course. I mean, I may be a gentleman to you, but not to people who makes me mad. But well, kids, don't fight at school, okay? Be a good kid. Anyway, our next story is set way back in Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. So sit back and let's travel into time and see what it's all about. Shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Let's go.
Once upon a time, in the era of 1867, the world economy starts its journey to build a modern civilization by trading and exchanging resources all around the world using the sea's pathways. Suez Canal and Malacca Strait are two of the most famous trading pathways. A lot of trading people ship around the world used to trade and import their sources there. Malacca Strait was one of the famous trading centers at the time as it lies in the strategic location as well as linking route between the Indian Ocean and the South China Sea. Malacca Strait is protected from the northeast monsoon winds and the usage of Bahasa Melayu or the Malay language, which was considered as lingua franca during the era.
Oi, oi! There it is! Malacca, here we come! Get ready to release the anchor! Aye, Jeep!
Malacca was famous for natural resources like chengal wood, rattan, and tin ores. Usually, chengal woods are used to make ships as the wood are very sturdy and waterproof. Rattan also has its own special functions. The flexibility of the rattan is particularly useful for the Asian mom to cane their children if they went back home late.
There, sir. What say you if we make a barter exchange?
Hiya, I don't say butter, man.
No, I said barter. B-A-R-T-E-R, meaning that we exchange our item with the item which has the same value as it is, like for like system.
Oh lah, sorry, my bad. Okay, but how about we exchange my Chinese pottery with your chengal woods?
Alright, deal. Terima kasih.
Upon its famous trading activities, there are a lot of cases where the pirates hijacked and stole the trading goods such as spices, potteries, and even gold from the traders along their way to Malacca. The number of cases was increasing rapidly day by day. This issue has caused the traders to drift away from the Malacca Strait for trading purposes.
Please don't hurt me. I only have a cat to take care of. Please release us. I don't have any money or even family.
Too late. We already caught your captain. The ship has been hijacked and all the goods are ours.
The ship was on its way to Malacca from China. It brings potteries, teas and spices to trade with other traders. The ship changed its way to the pirates' secret places near Malacca. This incident has reached the ruler of Malacca at that time, who was Sultan Ismail.
Forgive me, my lord. I came to tell you shocking news. The trader ship from China has been hijacked by the pirates just now.
What? How dare they? This will cause a huge problem to our trading activities. The traders will run away and we will lose our influence in global trading. Ask our maritime force to make their preparation now.
The Malacca Maritime Force rushed to the place and watched the movements in and out of trader ships around Malacca Strait to keep them safe from the pirates. Knowing that the Maritime Force guarded the area, the pirates planned their strategy. Something is already up to their sleeves. One night, the pirates came again to Malacca Strait at one night with a few more ships to attack the Maritime Force on duty.
On my command, attack! Don't give them a chance to escape.
The war begins. The sounds of spears and creeses broke the silence of the night in the middle of the Malacca Strait. The ships are filled with dead bodies hovering over them. This scene was seen by a young man named Turnade, who is a famous blacksmith in Malacca, as he was on his way back with another ship nearby to Malacca after a long time leaving his own country. Turnade is a famous blacksmith that lots of weapons used for self-defense and war were made by him, such as creeses, spears, and even for the warriors of Malacca's palace. After the clashes ended, the clouds suddenly started to pour a heavy rain, clearing the blood-soaked ship's floors. The head of the Maritime Force, Fleet Admiral Abdullah, felt that his team cannot stand any longer. Half of them had been killed. He thought that it is time to step back.
Stop! We need to retreat, lest we would be killed.
They ran away to the piers and they went straight to Istana Seri Kembangan to see the Sultan.
Tuanku, we didn't make it, Your Majesty. There are a lot, and they are really skillful in using creeses and spears.
How can this be? This must not be inevitable.
What should we do next, Your Majesty?
Let me think for a while. I need some moments alone, Admiral.
Ampun Tuanku, I have just recently arrived in Malacca. What is happening to our trading activities here, Your Majesty?
Turnade, long time no see you, sir. We have unwelcome news now. The pirates, they are causing us troubles.
Yeah, I witnessed the incident with my own eyes that our maritime forces had a big war with them when I was on my way back here. Thank God that I managed to get to you here, Your Majesty.
Turnade, you still have your blacksmithing skills, right?
I do and will always do, Your Majesty.
What's happening now might be related to me.
Why is that so, if I may ask, Your Majesty?
As far I can remember, Raika, who is the head of the pirates, is my childhood friend. He is a kind person, since his father was prisoned under my father's order, Sultan Malik Nursi, on a criminal case did by Raika's father. He was prisoned until his last breath. Raika was only 11 at that time. Then, his mom too passed away 3 weeks later due to the extreme grief to the loss of her husband. That is why he grew up full of hatred and will avenge unto my family and me.
Oh, I see. Then, how may we stop him, now and forever, Your Majesty?
Okay, listen. I kept this secret for a long time. I think this is the right time to use this secret as our trump card. Here in the sack, there is a map that indicates the exact location of the special weapon of all time. and it's unique compared to all the weapons that you have made before. The weapon would be called the Keristal. This crest will protect anyone who owns it. No one can hurt them even if they are stabbed with any killing weapons. Therefore, I want you, the greatest blacksmith, to forge this Keristal with your skills, Tunade.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I can feel the victory is already in our hand. Alright, as you wish, Your Majesty. On the next day, he went to his workshop and prepared himself to find the crest. Okay, here we go.
He went to the Silangkabuana forest, brought his own spirit and braveness by himself. The sun shines through the big trees, and the sound of the grasshoppers cracked the silence of the forest.
Well, it is time to have some rest. My stomach is hungry already.
He pulled out some rice and bread from his bag and enjoyed meals. Suddenly, he heard something moved in the bushes. He woke up and pulled out his kris from the wrist, ready for something bad. Out of the blue, a big snake sized of his chungal trunks came out from the bushes and stand in front of him.
Who are you? How did you come here? You just disturbed me with your food.
I am Tunade. I'm coming here to find the Keristal.
Ha 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 ha. Who gave you the order to steal the crest, huh? I am the one who takes good care of it for a long time. No one can take it from me. Ha 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 ha.
Where is the crest now?
It was hidden in a cave not far from here. If you want the crest, you should kill me first.
The snake suddenly pecked Tunade, but he quickly dodged aside. The snake attacked him a few times before he stabbed the snake's eyes with his kris, and the snake died.
Finally, I did it!
Then he quickly searched for a cave nearby and found a big cave. He pulled out a match and lit a torch that he brought and searching for the kris until the night came. He stopped and got some rest before he falls asleep. At night, he dreamt of an old man came and talked to him.
Hey, Tunade, I am an old man who takes care of this cave. The Keristal was hidden underneath a stalagmite.
Soon as Tunade woke up, he went to the place mentioned and found the stalagmite and started to dig.
Yeah, I found it! I found it!
The kris was engraved with beautiful traditional art but full of rust. The next morning, he went back to his workshop and working on the Keristal. It took quite some time to finish, but Tunade succeeded.
Ha! Finally, it's done! I need to see the Sultan right away. Ampun Tuanku, I have already restored this Keristal. Please, behold upon it, Your Majesty.
Oh, I'm overly impressed with this beauty. What an amazing kris. I can't believe that it really comes to exist.
My pleasure, Your Majesty. I am proud to be of service for you and the people.
Now, I want you to hold it and I will ask my hulu balang to stab you from every side. Are you ready?
I feel nervous a little bit, but I'm ready, Your Majesty.
The hulu balang slashed his stomach and his back a few times, but nothing happened to him, not even a scratch.
Wow, it works! Ha 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 ha, it works!
Yes, it works! This could really mean victory for us! How amazing!
Good. Now may I entrust you with this kris and go on with the mission to eliminate Raikal, Tunade? I believe you. You have the skill to handle this weapon.
Tunade, who appeared to have watched a lot of warriors handling krises and tried it himself, agreed with the proposal by Sultan Ismail.
So now, I want you to go to Raikal place tonight and kill him. He is the cause of our problem right now. We need him gone for good by any means.
As you wish, my lord.
Once midnight falls, Tunade went to Kota Purilanga where the pirates are hiding. As he arrived at Kota Purilanga, he saw many of his recruits are patrolling the place. Suddenly, Tunade saw Raikal went into his house.
There he is. I must be watchful, to remain unattended. This place is full of guards. Whew.
Without further ado, He started his move nearer and nearer to the place from the back and enters the room where Raikal was prepared to bed. Turnade swiftly moved into the spot and slashed through Raikal's throat.
Goodbye, Raikal. God will like to see you now.
Dumbfounded by how quickly things happened, Turnade remained still at the local for a while. Then, unexpectedly, Raikal's fellowman entered Raikal's room with a rush and found Turnade with Raikal's dead body.
Hey, what are you doing? Everyone, attack this intruder!
Then, a big war occurred between Turnade and the pirates. They stabbed him from the in front and the back, but nothing happened to him because he was holding the Kris Kasuma. With that special power, he killed all the pirates by himself. Finally, Turnade won the battle.
I did it. I shall head back to the palace and inform Sultan Ismail now.
He went back to the palace and told Sultan Ismail about the victory. The Sultan was cheered to know that. Turnade gave back the Kris Kasuma to the Sultan and decided to just go back home.
I am really proud of you, Turnade. We are free from the pirates now. Thanks a lot. But don't you want to keep this for yourself?
No, I don't think so. I just want to go back to my hometown and start a new life with my family again.
If that's your decision, then I respect that.
Turnade gave back the Kris Kasuma to Sultan Ismail and went back home. Sadly, on the way back to his home, Turnade was arrowed in his chest with 12 arrows by the pirate secret agent who has been eyeing on him for quite some time. He was left dead tragically. The news spread to Sultan Ismail and he was incredibly sad and blamed himself for not being adamant to him to keep the Kris Kasuma for his safety.
Ampun tuanku, Turnade was killed on his way home. We suspected that he was killed by the secret agents.
Oh God, forgive me for this. This is my fault, not keeping him guarded onto the way back. I must be responsible for this matter. Don't worry, Turnade. As long as this grace I possess, I will avenge for your death. This is just the beginning of the legend of the Kris Kasuma.
Wow, what a classic story. Don't you think so, Tony?
Yeah, well, I think it's a really good story. You know, I'm not a fan of history subject back in high school, but yeah, Keristal really did a great job. I really enjoy it, and I actually paid attention. You know, props to K.
Yeah. I completely agree. This is the best way to implement history lesson into a puppetry story. Am I right? So anyways,
Yes, I agree
our next
with-
story Okay, so anyways, our next story is quite unique. It's a classic critique of a patriarchal society mixed with the help of a fairy godmother. Will Aminah break the shackles of patriarchy and finally be rightfully respected by the people in her village? Let's check it out. Seesaw by Huff.
Roll the clip.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Aminah who lived in a peaceful village, Kampung Tipu-Tipu. She lives there happily with her family in a simple kampung house. As the eldest child, she always puts her family first over everything. Her father, Pak Abu, owns a small carpenter shop in the village to make a living, and that was their only source of income.
Here is your coffee, Abba. How's business? Is everything alright?
Thank you, honey. Alhamdulillah. Everything is fine. More orders coming in this week, so there is no need to worry, okay?
Yes, dear, no need to worry. Here, I made your favorite sugar donuts. Feel free to dig in.
On one fine evening, Pak Abu was working as usual in his shop. He was overloaded with work and had not been resting since morning. Customers kept coming with more requests, and as Pak Abu tried to rush in order to complete his work, he suddenly collapsed and fell to the ground.
Pak Abu! Ya Allah! Help! Help!
Nino, Nino, Nino.
Pak Abu was rushed to the hospital. Aminah could not move on from the incident that happened to her father. Mixed feelings arose as she sat on her bed all night thinking what will happen to her family if her father is unable to support the whole family anymore. Sad, shocked, puzzled, and feeling a sense of responsibility all combined and formed a tight knot in Aminah's heart.
I have to do something. Being like this all the time won't solve anything. I have to save my family no matter what. I should wear more comfy clothes to suit the job. My usual clothes make it hard to move around. So goodbye baju kurung.
Aminah is working hard, finishing all the orders, when suddenly
Hey, Aminah! What are you wearing? You are a girl, and you don't belong in this place. Huh, I know this is your father's shop, but don't make it as it is yours. And besides, aren't girls supposed to be at home doing all the house chores? The kitchen suits you more than this shop. All my daughters can cook very well. How about you? You should hire more men instead of doing this all by yourself. Do you think you can handle all of this? Huh, I think not. What a shame.
as she arrived at the backyard of her home, she sat down on one side of the seesaw and continued, sobbing harder. That seesaw was made by her father a long time ago. She used to play with her siblings. The backyard was always full of laughter and giggles. Now she sat there alone, hoping that she could turn back time to the old happy days.
If only time machine exists.
As she reminisced the memories of her childhood, suddenly, poof! A mysterious lady wearing a red kebaya appears.
Who dares to interrupt me when I'm having my beauty sleep? Oh, well, who do we have here? And why on earth are you crying?
Ah! Please don't eat me. I'm all bones and got no meat. I totally do not look tempting enough for you to eat.
Who says anything about eating anybody? I asked you who you are, and why are you crying your eyes out all by yourself?
Oh, I'm Aminah, and and that is why I am here, crying all by myself.
Oh, poor you, my little child. Who says that women's jobs are just cooking and cleaning? Women are free to wear whatever they want to wear. And one more thing, that is your father's shop. You have all the right to be there.
Oh, I should do something about this, Mother Perry. Everything is so unfair. Why can't women also have the right to do whatever men can do? Women in this village are being mistreated. I can't just stay still and do nothing. I need your help, Mother Perry.
Don't worry, dear. I've got a plan. Zim zim zalabim. Poof.
The next morning, Aminah decided to go to work as she genuinely believed that Mother Perry would help her to solve the problem. While working, she suddenly hears a commotion at the Makjas stall across the street.
I said, I want the laksa now.
I already said no. I only sell my laksa to women only.
What nonsense is this? Are you kidding me, huh?
No, I'm not. From now on, I only sell my food to women only, understand?
Hey, old woman, Don't you dare go against my words. I have my rights. I can buy anything I want and from whoever I want.
Amina rushed to meet Mother Perry, eager to ask her what on earth was going on, and what did she do. She called Mother Perry desperately, as she wanted the answer for it now.
Mother Perry! Oh, Mother Perry! Where are you? I need to speak to you right now. Mother Perry?
Oh my god, darling! You almost gave me a heart attack.
Oh, thank God you are here. Mother Perry, what on earth did...
Shh! I did it to help you. Don't worry.
But Mother Perry...
I made every woman in this village work and serve only for us. Women. Clever, right?
But Mother Perry, you should have changed it for the men, not the women.
I can do that, but decided not to.
Why? What's the problem? You said you want to help me. I just want to keep working and protect my father's shop. It's my responsibility. That shop means a lot to me and my family.
Oh dear, I just want to teach them a lesson. To make them feel the same way as you feel when they are discriminating against you. They need to realize their mistake and wrongful doing because we all deserve to be treated equally.
That evening, those angry men came to Amina's house for a protest.
Assalamualaikum, Aminah. Oh, Aminah. Oi, come out from the freaking house right now. We have something to settle. And don't be a scaredy cat. Waalaikumsalam. Why on earth are you guys here? Please lower down your voice because my baby sister is sleeping right now. Do you have some issues regarding your orders from my father's shop? Ah, forget about my order. This is a big issue, okay? I know it is all your tricks that all women in this village are somehow boycotting us. Now, I could not enjoy my favorite laksa from Makjah's stall because of you.
When we want to buy something, all women will avoid us and say that they are not selling food to us anymore. How am I going to satisfy my craving for nasi lemak and Makjah signature coconut shake after this, huh?
Whoa, calm down. Why me? I did not do anything. But, it's hard to explain. You better make things clear now, or else... Or else what? You guys are the ones who mistreated me, and now you come here blaming it all on me. You guys should apologize to me, not threatening me like this.
We don't care. Fix this or we will report this matter to Tok Penghulu and also persuade him to kick you out from this village. Ha 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 ha.
Is it wrong when a woman works at a carpenter's shop? Besides, I have skills because my father taught me. Please do not underestimate my capabilities as if I don't have any experience or knowledge about this stuff. But you are still a girl. GIRL. Girl.
Suddenly, it started to rain cats and dogs at Kampung Tipu-Tipu. Those angry villagers rushed back home as the rain doesn't look like it's going to stop any second. The rain goes on till morning, and surprisingly, the whole village is flooded. The flood rose through the night, and the villagers were panicking because they were all sound asleep last night. All the furniture were soaked with the flood water, and there's no chance that it can be used again.
Oh no! My seesaw! Where is it? Where is it? My father made it for me and my siblings, and I don't want to lose it. And I have to find Mother Perry real quick because things are so chaotic right now. I just want my normal life back.
Oof. Looking for this, dear?
Thank God glad you have found it. I love you, I love you, I love you. Mother Perry, can I have one last request?
Yes, anything for you, dear.
Just like a magic show, a miracle happened as Kampung Tipu-Tipu changed to its normal state. The villagers were confused and in shock as they witnessed the absurd moment. All they saw was the shadow of a person moving as fast as lightning from one to another, fixing all the broken parts of the village.
Whoa, what's that? Whoosh, it's moving so fast. Swish, 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 swish.
As soon as Aminah finished repairing all the damages caused by the flood, the angry villagers seemed like they were not angry anymore.
Hey Aminah, why are you helping us? We said nasty things to you, and now look at you. Oh, come on. It's not a big deal. Besides, aren't we living together in this village? We are sorry, Aminah, for everything that we have done. And thank you too for not abandoning us when things were hard. You saved us all. You surely have a good heart, Aminah.
The entire village celebrates as Kampung Tipu-Tipu was saved by Aminah. With the help from Mother Perry, Aminah not only has gained an incredible superpower, but also the trust from the villagers, the trust she yearned for. Since then, Kampung Tipu-Tipu has become peaceful again. The end.
Team Aminah! Team Aminah all the way. My heart goes to all the women who suffers from this issue. Hashtag I stand with women. Well, Mira, if you could travel back in time, what would you do?
Well, Tony, I wouldn't change anything. Everything happens for a reason, even the bad moments.
Kids, this is what you should have in your mind, alright? You should instill this mindset. Okay? Positivity. Well, in the next story, Andina, the main character, begs to differ from what Mira just said. It's about Andina who gets a chance to travel back in time and make up for her inauspicious experience while moving on to a new town. Well, let's see if time travel can make her fate any different. Bakawali by the Kalsom Project. Let's roll the clip.
Enjoy!
Once upon a time, there was an old small village named Kampung Parit Bunga located in Muar Johor. A family decided to move away from a hectic city life and settle down in the village to find some inner peace. Every century in Kampung Parit Bunga, there will constantly be a piece of breaking news on young kids' disappearance, and the mystery has never been resolved. A rumor says that a wicked astral spirit kills and consumes their hearts to complete a spectral circle as dictated by infernal motive. Mariam and Jeffrey are busy unloading their goods from the moving truck, while Andina is chasing after the neighbor's chicken all around the new yard happily.
Andina, could you please lend your parents a hand and stop running around?
Bonda, can't you see my hands are full at the moment?
Hei, bertuah punya budak, boleh pula dia kejar ayam. Anak bonda sayang, don't think about it too much. Tomorrow will be a new day for us in this new house. If you need anything, you can just call me. Okay? Good night, love. Sleep tight.
Wanda, you know it's not easy to start over. But, okay, Wanda. Good night too. I love you.
The clock is ticking and Andina could not sleep since it is her first night in her new room. She tosses and turns until a very fragrant smell lingers, which makes her curious. She goes outside of her house and sees a white flower. Amazed by its beauty and fragrance, she plucks and smells it. Andina opens her eyes and finds herself in the middle of a busy village road. Clouded with question marks of her current existence, Andina screams for her parents.
Bonda? Ayah? Are you there? Am I seeing things? This place looks so different. It's like I have almost never been here.
Oh no, my flowers!
I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Hi, I'm Andina, by the way. I was just about to ask.
As Andina tries to help the lady, the villagers give her a weird look. In a glance, the lady is out of her sight. Out of nowhere, an old woman walks towards her.
Hello, young girl. Are you okay? You seem lost, my dear. Seems like you have caused an uproar among the villagers. You are not from somewhere here, are you?
Hi. I think I am lost. 1 second, I was in my room. And the next thing I knew, I am in the middle of nowhere. I bumped into a lady just now, so I tried to help her, but everyone keeps staring at me, like I am some kind of a foreign object.
It's okay, but let's find some place more quiet than here. Come, follow me.
Bewildered by her situation, Andina follows the old woman with the hope that everything can go back to normal. Tok Yan starts humming to Nenek Si Bongkok Tiga melody.
You can call me Tok Yan. Nah, I think I know why the villagers stared at you just now.
Why, Tok Yan?
Look at you. You dress so differently than most of us here.
This? What's so different about pajamas? Don't we go to sleep wearing this?
No, nah, not by wearing that in 1921. Poor thing, what did you do? Let me help you.
What the old woman said took Andina by surprise. She tries to recall the reason for her being in the middle of nowhere, but failed.
Wait, did you just say 1921? No, that can't be happening. It's 2021. We are in the middle of a pandemic. My parents will be looking for me. Damn it, I didn't bring my iPhone with me. I am begging you, please. You need to help me. I can't recall anything.
Shh. It's okay. Slow down. The key is to keep track of the first thing that happened to you.
A whole day was wasted and Tok Yan offers Andina food and shelter.
Andina, rest up now. Tomorrow we will continue to search for the young lady. Here, take this blanket. It is cold tonight.
Thank you, Yan. I didn't know what I would do without you. Good night. Yan, may I ask you something?
Yes, Na. What is it? Tell me.
I notice that you frequently hum the Nenek Si Bungkuk Tiga melody. In 2021, if anyone was to hear the song, let alone the melody, we would shrivel in terror because there's a story that the song is an act of calling Nenek Bungkuk Tiga. The description of how the nenek looks is scary.
Ada rupa macam ini. Ish. Enough, Andina. Those are just made-up stories. Jangan mudah percaya apa yang diceritakan orang. Tidurlah, Nak. Besok bakal muncul hari yang indah.
Tok Yan, I just remembered I never properly introduced myself to you. How did you know my name is Andina?
As the clock strikes 12 midnight, the owl hoots and the wind blows strongly but sweetly with a fragrant smell. Some noises came from the villagers, closing windows and locking doors, as it is that time of the year again. Andina woke up alone by the sound of the commotion, feeling agitated.
What happened? Where am I? Tok Yan? Oh, Tok Yan. Are you there? La 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 la.
Oh, Andina, I do not know how should I be thankful for your presence, my dear.
Tok Yan kills Andina and eats her heart in order for her to turn into Bakawali eternally for another century. Bakawali walks into a stall to buy some kuih. She overhears a group of people talking by the stall.
Hey, it's the new neighbor's daughter. Allahu Akbar. I told you that house is haunted. So scary lah.
La 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 la
Wow, such a good idea, and I really love what the Kalsom Project have shown us. It just gets better and better, you know. Do you agree with me, Mira?
Yes, you're right. It's so hard to choose.
Yes, it's so hard to choose.
Don't forget to vote your favorites and the best of the best at the Google form in the chat section. We want to hear your opinions. So, our next story Okay, our next story is about freedom. Freedom is something we should never take for granted. Our next story, it navigates around the life of Dove, which is a universal symbol of freedom, as she is taken away her prerogative of being a Mandaean. Let's take a look at Goodbye to the Girl Who Sought Freedom by Luminous.
The rain poured heavily and bombs crashed into the Mandaeans' settlement. Innocent people, including women and children, were killed. A horrible scene, and corpses and bloodshed were everywhere.
Dove, look at me. Promise me whatever happens, just run forward and never look back.
No, Father, there's no way I could leave you and Mother here.
Listen here, Dove. We'll be just fine. Please, see her come.
The militia of the adversaries started to traverse the territory, shooting and slaughtering the citizens in their way.
Attack!
He sees Dove's dying parents. He pulled out his rifle and aimed at them. With 2 clicks, the captain, a diabolic leader of militia of the adversaries, ended her parents' lives.
No! Stop! Father! Mother!
Dove stiffens at the sight of her parents' unjust death. Turning to the next victim, the captain placed his rifle on Dove's head, ready to burst her skull open. However, something held him back from further actions. Thinking his wife is desperate for a child as she is barren, she brought Dove home and raised the child. With that, the captain resolved in changing Dove's identity from a Mandaean into an adversary and drove her to hate her own race while growing up. The deadly attack on the Mandaeans ends for the day. The captain brings the child home to his wife. The captain's wife lights up at the sight of her husband, bringing home a sweet-looking little girl. Feeling elated, she caresses the little girl gently. Years pass by. The attacks grew stronger, and the Mandaeans continued to suffer depopulation. On the other hand, Dove grew up in the household of the adversaries. Despite having good care, she felt empty and traumatized and never told anyone. She was frequently brainwashed by them, saying Asians are despicable. The captain trained her to exterminate her own race. Growing older, Dove developed into a strong and bold woman. The captain trusted her with all his heart as she is always obedient to him. Dove was taught with all the knowledge and secrets to the militia and how to defeat their enemies. She was even taught how to shoot a rifle and kill people.
I'm going to teach you the basic handgun skills. Remember the steps. Here, Align the front sight with the rear sight. Ensure that the top of the front sight post is level with the top of the rear sight, and that the rear sight appears evenly centered within the notch of the front sight. This will ensure that the gun is at the right level and you will get a good sight when aiming at the target.
Got it.
Another technique of killing people is by using potassium chloride drug or KCI. When potassium chloride is injected into the body, it can cause kidney failure, sudden cardiac death, and ultimately result in the death of that person. So, whenever there is muscle damage, a large amount of potassium is released into the blood, so examiners and forensics may not get the actual reason behind the high potassium level in the blood.
Got it.
Showing great ability and skills, Duff worked in the militia as a medical assistant. However, deep down inside, she feels trapped and oppressed as she did not want this life. She missed her parents, her hometown, and her people. Serving the Raj military for years activated her zeal to seek for her own and her people's freedom. She has seen so much violence. Deep down in her heart, she knew her deeds were wrong.
I have lost my family and my people. It is the time for me to do what is right.
Waiting for the perfect time, Duff then secretly betrayed her foster family, the militia captain, and the militia of the adversaries by joining the warrior troop of her beloved country, Mandai, to protect and bestow freedoms to the Mandaians. She knew that she would have to fight the greatest battle, and that was to go against her own foster father, the captain. Using the knowledge that she has, she helped the warriors of Mandai. If she was meant to die, she was willing to sacrifice herself for her people and her country. The warriors of Mandai received her as their leader, and she led them into a ferocious battle the next day. They were equipped with swords and divided into 3 troops. The first troop started the attack from the west side of adversaries, the second troop from the east, and the third troop from the south. This way, they cornered the main camp of militia of adversaries located at the center. The battle starts, and there is a huge amount of lives lost, bloodshed, and horrible sounds of decapitation. When the militia of the adversaries learned of Duff's betrayal, they captured her and sentenced her to death. Duff was tied to a post in the adversary territory, awaiting for her sentence. Just when she was about to see the end of her life, she was saved by the warriors of Mandai. Along with the warriors of Mandai, she swings her sword as her pride to Mandai and confronts the militia of the adversaries. Fighting the greatest battle ever, Duff was eventually killed in the war. However, Duff and the other warriors had brought a triumph of freedom to Mandai and to other Asian countries that were held captive by adversaries' colony. Duff gave freedom to her people and her country, similar to the dove bird, which is not only able to walk on this earth, but also possesses the ability to take to the skies. Duff too now possesses this complete freedom. Wave, 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 the glad flag of the free, while men march and fight and die for you, and liberty.
Should I ask myself in the water what a warrior would do? Tell me underneath my armor, am I loyal, brave and true? Am I loyal, brave and true?
Wow, what a great story! It was heartbreaking and touching at the same time. I was rooting for Dove up until the end. Don't you think so, Tony?
Yeah, I agree with you. Such a lovely story. Well, moving on. You know, my mom used to say, don't pick up things from the ocean, even if it's the most beautiful seashells you've ever seen in your life. Upcome really needs that advice. Let's take a look at the consequences of what happens when you pick up mysterious items from the ocean. Well, Upcome and the Labu Sayong. Enjoy.
Have you ever heard our ancestors say that we should never take anything we find as we pleased, especially when we are out at the sea? Well, here's the story about that belief. Once upon a time, there lived a man named Upcome. He was an unmarried poor man. He could scarcely manage to live a decent life. He lived in a very unsightly, ugly, confined hut. To make a living, he became a mere fisherman. However, Upcome was not always fortunate. Like usual, he was about to start fishing again for another day.
Oh my, what is that? A rainbow trout? I should definitely go and get it. It's been a long time. Wait, what is this? Looks like a vase? A pottery?
At that exact moment, there seemed to be another fisherman passing him by out of nowhere.
Wow, come. Lucky day for you, huh? Wow, seems like a big catch there.
Yeah, man. Seems like big. But I thought this was a trout fish. Weird for this thing to be here, right?
Wait, isn't that a Labu Sayong that you're holding? Wait. Hold on, man. Hold on. Don't open it. I don't feel good about this.
Should I throw it back into the water? But it looks like something worthy. Maybe I can make some money out of it, right?
Haven't you heard of the story?
Hey, what story?
The story about Labu Sayong. You know, the evil spirit trapped in things. They kind of like, once you touch and open that, you will be cursed as well.
Wait a sec. Do you really believe in this kind of story? I mean, it sounds so ridiculous to me. Well, tell me then. Tell me how exactly that evil spirit could be in that.
Upcome. Everybody knows about this. How can you say such ludicrous things like that? It might backfire on you someday.
Hey, trust me. This is nothing.
Well, whatever floats your boat, Upcome. I warned ya.
Upcome walked straight home. He then placed the pottery on a shelf. While resting, he suddenly thought of the pottery he brought home from the sea.
What about it?
He rushed to the shelf and have a look at it. Ignoring his friend's warning, he opened the patterned ceramic to see what was inside, but he saw nothing in it. Now, he was sure that the Labu Sayong was only ordinary and nothing special about it. Upcome then straight away went to his bed as his eyes felt heavy. As Upcome drifted to sleep, a figure suddenly ventured into his dream.
Hello there, young man.
Hello? Who are you? Do we know each other?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Sabrum. Thank you for releasing me out of that stupid poetry.
I'm confused. Who are you? And why are you here?
I am the god of wealth. I came here to tell you that you are about to experience a windfall of wealth. As a return for helping me, I'll give you anything you want. But you need to fulfill my wills.
Wow! Really? What is it that you want me to do for you? I promise, I'll get it all done. I want to be super rich.
First thing I would like you to do is, you shall go to the nearest cave which you can reach tomorrow morning. And I'll see you there.
Yeah, sure. I'll be there tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, Upcom woke up much earlier than he normally did. Thrilled by the wealth he'll be receiving, he walked to the cave merrily. He then saw a man dressed in a white garment walking towards him.
Sabrum? Is that you?
Yes, Upcom. It is me. The reason why I asked you to come here is because I want to pay you back for releasing me from the Labu Sayung. For that, I would like to offer you something you have always imagined having your whole life.
And you know what that is?
A family and wealth. Am I right?
Is it possible for me?
Nothing is impossible if it's me you are dealing with. But nothing is free in this world, Upcom. You gotta do me favors in order to have all that you wish.
Right. Okay, deal. I'll do whatever you want me to.
Did you see him? Talking all alone in that house? It scares me, Holland. Like a crazy person, you know?
Oh, hari tua, I saw him rocking an empty swing while laughing under the big tree. Ayah, he has gone mental, is it?
Might as well stay away from him. Who knows what curse he might bring upon us? Na'uzubillah.
On the other side of the shop, Kalsom was listening to the conversation. For those who do not know, Kalsom was Upcom's old friend.
Well, whatever happens to him must not be good. I shall pay him a visit one of these days.
You crazy, ah? No good will come from you visiting him. I told you, he is cursed.
Upcom, I came here to visit you.
Hey, Kalsom! Come on in! Long time no see! How is my house? Beautiful, right? Hey, my wife is cooking in the kitchen. Later, I will introduce her to you. You know what, Kalsom? Life has been very good for me. Phew! All thanks to Sabrum.
Sabrum?
Yeah, I met him in a cave. He's the one who gave me all these riches. And if you want, I can bring you to him too. Hey, I promise you, Kalsom, this is the real deal.
Kalsom agreed to follow Upcom to the cave. As Kalsom walked inside the cave, while waiting for Sabrum, Upcom took out a keris and stabbed her from the back.
Forgive me, Kalsom. You're better off dead. I need to do this to keep my beautiful life and to opening doors of many more wealth.
Oh, Upcom. What has gotten into you? Have you gone mad? You are seeing things, Upcom. You are still living in that ugly hut. You ain't got a wife. And Your so-called beautiful home, it doesn't even exist, Upcome. You are living in your own world.
Hala. Say whatever you want. I'll get more money after this. This is exactly all I need.
Good job, Upcom. Good job. You did it. You managed to fulfill what I requested you to do. A life as replacement for your awaiting wealth. When you go back, I promise that riches await you. Good job, Upcom.
Kalsum's body is now gone, and Upcom left the cave. He could not wait to go home. As Upcom excitedly walked home, he realized that every villager in his path strangely avoided him. They closed their doors and windows on him, but that did not faze Upcom. He could not wait to reach home to see the riches he acquired. However, what he will see will not be what he expects.
What happened? Where are my riches? This is not happening. No.
All Upcom sees is his old ugly hut with his wife nowhere to be seen. His nice t-shirt is now torn and turned old again.
Sabroom! Screw you! You promised me! Sabroom! If you don't appear, I swear to God, I'll break this labu sayong. Appear now! Who are you? Why did you trick me? You lied to me!
Naive human. Do you really think I can give you riches? Do you think I am the same gene that gives Badang his powers? Or do you think I am the Cinderella's fairy godmother? You puny beings think I am God. You are the funniest.
This is not real. Who are you?
Well, I am Sabrum. I came from the land of Langkawi. I was exiled and trapped in the Labu Sayung because I crave for human blood. You were tricked into giving me the power I needed. Foolish humans, always foolish.
Return what I deserve. I fulfill my land of promise, so you should too.
Are you kidding me? You don't deserve anything, Upcom. Your greed is what makes you so foolish. You are willing to kill for your own greed. My job is done here. Farewell, Upcom. Bye-bye.
Wait! No!
Rages filled his entire being. He grabbed the labu sayong and smashed it to pieces against the wall. He realized that greed really took over him. Since that day, Upcom felt sick and unpleasant as his skin started to itch and blisters started to appear here and there, all over his body. The villagers also shunned him away to avoid the curse of the labu sayong that befell on him. However, life for Upcom had changed. He turned over a new leaf by praying to God, begging for his forgiveness after what he had done. At the age of 43, Upcom passed away, alone after atoning for his sin. Now we understand why the taboo exists. It has always been linked to the dark beliefs of great harm and misfortunes in life. What is found in the sea should always remain there. If something is not ours, we should leave it as it is to ensure that we are not taking away others' belongings. The story of Upcom should become a lesson to every one of us. If we want all the great things in life, we must really work hard for it, as everything will always come with a price, and nothing will ever come easily in our ways. The end.
Now, kids, what can we learn from the story? Obviously, we should not take anything that does not belong to us. Okay? Isn't it right, Mira?
Yes, you're completely right, Tony. I was so spooked by that story. What a great one. To close our event for the night is our last but not least story about Princess Trishika Kumari. Imagine growing up believing you were your opposite gender. Can you imagine that? In this tale of suspense and rivalry, will Trishika own the crown or will Duke Rudrasena snatch it away from her? Let's watch.
Once upon a time, in a land called Kanishka Kingdom, where its people were blessed with rich soil and beautiful nature, under the ruling of Mahakalya dynasty, there was King Shivaji Maharaj, who was loved by his subjects. Today, the king, together with everyone in the kingdom, was waiting for their newborn's arrival.
Will my queen be alright?
My king, ease your heart and believe everything will be alright under the blessing of God.
Yes. Oh, this king could never be at ease, Prime Minister Maharana. It will be my first child. I have been waiting for this moment in years.
My king, both the queen and the newborn will be alright.
Being a king has its own hurdle. Although his subjects loyally loved him, some still wished to own more power than the royal family itself. One of them is the Duke of Chaturya, Duke Rudrasena, who wished nothing but to overthrow the royal family.
My king, I had failed you.
My queen, nothing is much more important than having you and our child safe. Be it a prince or a princess, we will treasure our child together wholeheartedly.
My king, a princess cannot be a king. Duke Rudrasena was trying to do all his ways to cause trouble for our royal family. Sooner or later, he will betray and overthrow us.
Your Majesty, you will have our way to stop the Duke.
No. Announce to everyone that the newborn is a prince. This queen will do everything to make sure her family stays safe till her last breath.
The royal birth announcement was celebrated by everyone except Duke Rudrasena. This is how the story about a princess who is fated to be a prince started. Time passed by, and the oblivious young princess grew up into a majestic and brilliant prince. The princess was accompanied by her two friends, Diya Devi, the daughter of a personal servant, and Ravi Varma, the son of the palace's undertaker. Despite their differences, the princess treated them just like her own family. Then came the day of the 12th birthday. Loud music began to fill the Kanishka kingdom, marking the commencement of the celebration. The excited young princess, together with her dear friend Diya, watched the occasion from the palace's window. The event had only started briefly when suddenly the young princess felt something abnormal happened to her body.
My prince, is there something wrong?
I do not know. It was just I do not feel good around my stomach and I suddenly have a headache.
How could this be? The banquet will begin soon. Should I call the royal physician?
No, there's no need. This pain just doesn't feel.
My prince. What? How? You.
What is happening to me? Why am I.
Oh, my prince, calm your heart, please. There is nothing wrong about this. Just.
What do you mean there's nothing wrong about this? How could I suddenly bleed like this?
My prince, could it be you are actually not a boy?
Insolence! What makes you think this prince is not a boy?
But, my prince, when a girl reaches a certain age, their body will go through a change and they will start having their period.
But if I am really a girl, why will the royal father and royal mother hide that I am in fact a princess and not a prince?
Enraged, the young princess ignores everything and marches straight to the royal chamber of her parents.
My son, what happened? Why are you acting this way?
I need an explanation. Why did you lie about my gender?
Calm down, my child. We didn't mean to lie to you. This is for the sake of our kingdom.
My child, the royal family always faces such danger. It is only a matter of time before someone tries to fight over the throne again. You know how a queen is never suited to rule a kingdom alone. They will do whatever it takes to bring you down. When they do, we will no longer be able to protect you and our kingdom. Everyone will suffer.
I didn't know that such trivial things could cause a huge havoc. I promise, I will protect the royal family and our kingdom by pledging to hide my true gender forever.
Unknown to them, someone whom the royal family trusted and never expected to betray them had overheard their conversation. The person went to the Duke's residence to tell him all the things he knew about the princess. That person was none other than Ravi Varma.
This is the greatest news I've ever heard in my entire life. The time for me to be the next king of Kanishka has finally come. My lord, I have sacrificed everything to tell you this news. What would I receive from this? Worry not, Ravi. You will surely be rewarded.
Peace decorated the kingdom until the young princess reached the age of 18 and was ready to take over the throne. All of a sudden, a rumor about the soon crowned king is actually a princess had been spread widely in the kingdom. The people of Kanishka felt deceived and furious over the rumor.
The king had done a great sin to actually deceive his subjects by faking the princess' true gender. The whole royal family does not have the right to keep ruling the kingdom. The people who fully trusted the royal family all this time were fooled by the king. The whole royal family must submit and let go of the throne.
Liar! The royal family are a bunch of liars!
Unknown to Duke Rudrasena, the royal family of the Kanishka kingdom, especially the princess, were currently trying to find ways to fight back without any bloodshed. On the very next day, they announced to the whole kingdom that the prince was indeed a princess. They wished the people would forgive the royal family for hiding the matter, as that was the only way for them to preserve the peace of the kingdom. Some were happy that the royal family no longer deceived them, but those already being manipulated by Duke Rudasena were unable to accept the truth at all.
Ha ha ha! Forgiveness will never wash away the royal family's sin. The royal family should submit. The royal family should be ashamed of their actions and step down from the throne. If not, I shall declare war upon the Kanishka kingdom and defeat the royal family all by myself. The army of my Chaturya kingdom will march upon and destroy the whole royal family and Kanishka kingdom.
A new day began. The princess is now present at the Duke's residence.
Greetings to the very famous Duke of Chaturya, Duke Rudatsena. This princess is here to deliver something to you.
Such bravery? To actually show yourself at my house, Princess Trishika Kumari? What is so important for you to deliver something here all by yourself?
Worry not, Duke Rudatsena. This present only belongs to you. Guards, bring all the scrolls inside Duke Rudatsena's house. Duke Rudatsena, as you can see here, these are the records of your wrongdoings for all these years. All of your wrongdoings are stated clearly in these scrolls. Someone like you should never be a duke. You should rot inside the prison instead. Guards, seize the duke and bring him to the dungeon. You were so sure to take me down, but unfortunately, you have me as your enemy.
The duke was unable to dispute all the proofs which were presented right in front of him. That day, not only did the duke lose his title, he also lost the trust from his own people as Princess Trishika Kumari announced to everyone about his wrongdoings. The people of Kanishka Kingdom began to see their princess's true value. Seeing the majestic queen standing in front of them, they were more than proud to have her as their ruler.
All our enemies have been defeated, and prosperity should remain in our kingdom forever. My people, this queen was heartbroken when war almost sparked between the two kingdoms, because my duty was to protect this kingdom and my people. I will never let such a bloodshed war happen to our kingdom. The lives of my people are much more important than the war itself. From now on, we all will live in peace, and forever in my power, I will make sure no one will take it away from us.
The heart-moving speech made everyone start singing their praises for the new queen. Her wisdom proved that gender will never be an indication of what a great leader truly is. Queen Trishika Kumari ruled more than 50 years before she was finally laid to rest. Throughout her ruling, her people cherished her, as she was able to keep her promise to ensure the safety of the Kanishka kingdom. The end.
Wow, what a beautiful story to end the night. Did you see how colorful that video was? I was so amazed. Great job, Blue Sky Productions.
I agree with you, Mira Mirza. Such a brilliant work from the team. Well, it just makes things a lot harder for me to choose which play is the best. Could it be Behind Closed Doors? Could it be The Tale of the Arrogant Saudagars? I don't even know. But what I do know is that your vote matters. So don't forget to cast your vote. Alright, click the link in the comment section and vote your favorite play. Okay? Alright, so without saying more, I just want to say thank you for all the love, and thank you for being here. And also thank you to my co-MC, Mira Mirza.
Thank you, Tony, and thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for gracing our event with your supportive presence. We truly appreciate it.
Yes, we truly appreciate it. And as the saying goes, to every beginning, there is an ending. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our event. And with that, I wish you a very good night. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you and see you again.
Bye.
Goodbye.